This is a race where you can only move forward and cannot stop. Because if you stop, soldiers will shoot you on the spot. The terrifying scene before them made the other participants hurriedly quicken their pace. However, just as they relaxed, one of the participants suddenly got so scared that he soiled himself. Even so, he dared not stop. He could only bear it, walking while still going. But the problem was, it seemed like it wasn't just diarrhea. With the consecutive deaths of 2 participants, the whole team fell into silence. Everyone was afraid that the next to fall would be themselves. What was even scarier was that this race had no finish line. Out of the hundreds of contestants, only one person could win, and they would be rewarded with a lifetime of unlimited wealth and a wish. At first, no one realized how dangerous the race was. To pass the time during the race, they even started fantasizing about the good life after the race. However, at this point, one of the contestants cramped up. Kind-hearted Gary quickly rushed over to help, but because he was too slow, he was given a warning. Seeing the other contestant collapse to the ground, he was immediately shot by the soldiers behind him. The light-hearted atmosphere in the group instantly vanished. The number of remaining contestants quickly dwindled. As night fell, the contestants faced a new challenge: the limits of their physical and mental endurance. Even while standing, they could fall into unconsciousness at any moment. Gary even dreamed of his mother. Fortunately, George woke him up just in time. At this point, Gary had already received 2 warnings. For the next 3 hours, he could not make any mistakes. What's worse, ahead of them was an uphill stretch. Many contestants from previous years had died here. Sure enough, gunshots could be heard in the distance. Gary's mind went blank. He didn't even realize his speed was increasing, which would only burn through his last bit of strength. Fortunately, George noticed something was wrong, and quickly came up to guide him. By the time dawn came, they had already walked 59 miles. At this point, only 18 contestants remained. They had finally made it through the toughest part, but some had already reached their limit. One man had sprained his ankle. The pain was so intense that he couldn't keep his pace. Soon he ran out of warnings. By this point, the survivors had lost their initial enthusiasm, and were left merely moving forward with numb determination. The colonel also acknowledged them, praising them for covering 100 miles. At that moment, one contestant could no longer hold on, and left the group. However, he didn't get far before being shot by the soldiers. As time moved into the evening, the sky began to pour with heavy rain. Gary and George teamed up. Supporting each other, they took turns resting. Though they kept moving forward without stopping, they could finally catch their breath a little. After a long night of trekking, they had already endured 3 full days and nights, and had covered 144 miles. Originally, there had been over 100 participants, but now only 8 remained.